Okay. For yesterday's class, I have explained the error which is we got in the before. Define credit control area. We have already defined the credit control area. Then we have assigned the credit control area to the company code, and we have defined the field status variant. And same we have assigned to the company code. And we have maintained the physical year variant, which is already standard one we have taken as a reference K4 and K5. And we have assigned the physical year variant to the company code. And again, we have defined the posting period variant, which is calendar year and as well as physical year purpose. And same we have assigned to the company code. And then we have done the other thing, which is open and close periods. So open and close periods, yesterday we got some error. So now today I'm going to show you the how to resolve that error. Okay, so every day we are getting one error. How I'm resolving, I'm showing you. This you people will be remember the real time. If you are getting same type of issue, you have to go to the transaction code and resolve that. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so for open and close periods, so there was a menu path. You have to go to the SPRO in financial accounting. In the financial accounting, go to the global settings. In the global settings, you have to go to the ledgers, under ledgers, physical year, and posting periods. In this open, close posting period. What's your posting period? We have created 2511. So earlier I have created +1. So that indicates it is not from 1 to account will not be there here. And yesterday I have created 1 to 12. So for your reference, I just wanted to make you the real time thing. Okay, that's what I just made it. So the month is this month is 7th month, and 7th and 8th month I have opened for 2024, and the special period part of we are in the 14th period. Correct, na? So 13th period is belongs to April, May, and June. And the 14th period belongs to July, August, September. Okay, these two special periods I have opened, and this is for all categories. And A, D, K, M, S, V I have created. When you are creating in the real time, also you have to mention any one of the you can put it XXX also, GG also, or either 99 also you can keep it, but you have to enter a account value here. Unless until if you are not entering account value, system will not take it. Hope you understand, guys. Mm. Okay, so this is the error which we have done the resolution. It's a simple thing. So this is done. So coming to this document types, we are going to create document types now. I'm going back again. Financial accounting global settings, and this document. In the document, you have to go to the document types and define document types. First of all, you should be understand what is document type. Yesterday, I have given some classwork to you people. Who can explain what is document type? What is the use of document type?
Document type related to like the standard. There are different types of, for example, if you are doing it capex and direct, it is related to choosing the document.
think I'm getting some echo from your side, Ravi.
Sorry, I wasn't travel, but I'm attending this class.
Okay, fine. You
So
can
that's
mute
why.
yourself. You can mute yourself. Uh, okay. I'll ask here what is document type? Who's speaking?
Jyoti.
Jyoti. Yeah. Tell me the what
The
is the
document
exact
like
meaning of
document type is it will be indication of what type of document we are posting to telling to system. So actually we have different indications A for assets, B for customer like that. So we are giving indication what type of document we are posting
okay.
to
So
understand the system.
yeah. So I'll explain this what is document types. So document types is defined with a combination of your number ranges and as well as a two-digit code where you can create. It's a numeric code or either it's in a alphabetic also. Normally in the SAP introduced it is only alphabet which is two-digit code. So normally if it is any customization required, we are going to create numeric because of we should make the difference. This is customized. This is a standard. Okay. So why we are creating document type? The document type it describes which type of accounts you are using for this and which entry view you are going to view in this. So in the document type, I'll show you one document type I'll open and based upon that only while you are doing the transaction posting in a particular document, for example, it is in a vendor invoice or customer invoice or either it is in a GL invoice. So when you are posting, whatever it is given in the document type level, based upon that your output will come. Output means, for example, document type, say I have assigned the number range of 02. The number range I have maintained for a document type 02, which is from 2 lakhs to 2999. So your document will be created from 2 lakhs onwards. So you are telling to the system the document has to be created from this series to this series. And the document type, it is differentiating the your business transactions and manages how to post the document and how to store the document and which level has to be stored. Which level means is it a asset level? Is it in a normal document which is GL? Is it a AP document, AR document, or it is a balance sheet document, or it is either asset or it is a liability or a customer or vendor? So based upon that, this will be made it. So for this, we will be creating number ranges and as well as assigning to the particular ledger. So the document types always will be assigned to the your ledger, which is called an OL. That is called as a standard ledger. Okay, so give me 1 minute. I'm changing my network. So you can see my screen now. Okay. So can you see my screen? Just confirm if
Yes,
you
yes,
have.
yes.
Okay. So I'm just clicking on the document, define document type. So this is predefined document types you can utilize for your purpose. You don't want to go and create this one. So I'm just taking as a standard one. For example, I was explaining that AA is nothing but asset accounting. We have created a 51 number range. If you wanted to create your own number range, you can create and assign here, or either you can copy from other company code to here your own number range also. But number range will be system to system. You have to do. It should not be a transportable object. Means it's a master data we can call it as. But normally this activity will be done while in the cutover activity. When before you are live the system, we will be doing this activity and we'll be creating for that particular year. And year to year, you have to must and create the number ranges. For example, 2024 you have created, but next year you have to do for 2025 also. But similar same number, it will be there, number range, but year should be changed. Okay. If we wanted to create new number range, you can create like this. And you just wanted to get the requirement from your client what has to be required. For example, document type also they'll give a number range. If it is a reverse type is there, which is belongs to which accounts types like asset and customer or supplier, or it is in a when you are posting this one, is it in a intercompany related or net document related or customer and vendor check related? Anything which is related to you have to put the tick mark here. And if any document references are required, you have to put the tick mark and what is the debit and what is the credit also. You have to give that. So in asset accounting, you can see that it is not given any debit or credit, but it will be depend upon when it is comes to that postings will happen. Okay. This is asset accounting. So you have to remember few of the document type for asset and AB. And coming to this, what is indicates the vendor? What is the letter?
K
K. Okay.
K K Y K R.
DA is the customer. If any customer document you are creating, that is you can use DA. And if you are doing the posting for that, you can utilize DJET. And DR is for your customer invoice. Okay, you should remember this main document types where you are using every day utilization purpose. So coming to this KA. KA is your vendor. If you are doing vendor general document posting, you can use and KZ for credit memo, which is credit note, and KZ is for payment. KZ is for vendor payment. So when we are utilizing this, when you have posted any KA or KR invoice, after KR invoice, this will be an open item. You wanted to do the posting of against to that, you can utilize KZ. This all will be, it will be pick up automatically when you go to that particular transaction. Okay, so main things you have to remember what it is, no? DA, DZ, DR, KA, KR, KZ, and SA. SA also you have to remember. SA is your general document. So you have to remember all these document types. So for these document types, you have to create a number range. So why we wanted to create the number range? So normally a number range will be copied from other company code to another company code, or you can determine your intervals also, your own. So for example, I just wanted to go with the my own preparation of intervals, which is given by the client. I can prepare like this way. For example, define number ranges. I'm going here. Number ranges are not maintained here. You just be remember this is the number range object. If you go to the any table which is related to number range, you can display this. For example, I have a model company code of 1000. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just taking this as a copy and doing for my 2511. In the real time also you can copy if you have a model company. If not, you have to create manually. Okay. I'm going to display this. You can see this now. So now we have 999 here. Why I'm giving 999 here? I don't want to maintain next year also. Okay. I can maintain continuously. I'm expanding business maybe in the time of maybe 10 to 20 years. The same business. I'm just making as a 999. So the same it is applicable to next year also. And in this statuses, I will tell you what is the exactly the indicates. This is a number range where you have seen in a asset accounting document type I have opened. It was showing in a 51. So 51 is your number range which is assigned. For that 51, what is the number range it is creates? That from that number onwards, your asset documents will create. Any document you are posting. Like you are created the asset and you are doing the acquisition of the asset and you have done the some postings for that. So the particular posting documents are created from that series. For example, there will be an option called from and to. So from and to is nothing but the document which you are posting from account which is started from some series and to account is some series. Like for example, for my SC I have given two number range assigned to the number range. So my document number will be generating while I'm doing the transactional posting from 2 crores onwards. From 2 series, 10 digits it will be creates. So same likewise in other vendor invoices and customer invoices will be same. And coming to the NR status. What is NR status? NR status is nothing but, for example, you have started posting some postings in a customer. So the customer which I have assigned the number range is 3 series. Okay, which is 3 number range. And few documents are posted. For example, 2, 3 documents are posted. From document 1 onwards, it will update the NR status. For example, how many documents you have posted from this series to this series. It will show here. Once it is ended 399999, the NR status will give you the pop-up. Your number ranges was exceeded. And then you have to pick it up. Other number range for the 3 and you have to create other number range and you have to change in the your document type level. And external. See, number ranges are two types. One is external, another one is internal. Internal is nothing but you are maintaining here as a one-time object and system will automatically pick up based upon the sequence. But external is you have to give and it is not a sequential. It will pick up based upon whenever it is required the external number range, whenever you require. You can give your own the number range when you are creating. Maybe the 0 and this one is taken, might be this is customer and this is in a different number range. I think so. For customers or any other BPs like customer BP or either employee BPs, employee BP is nothing but employee number. They'll create their own. By that time, they'll make it as an external. So then they'll give the wish number. For example, employee number is 8 digit or 10 digit. They have to give a particular number as per the company norms. In such cases, what they have to do, they have to select the external number ranges. When they have selected the external number range, while you are going to create any master data which is related to BP, system will ask you, you have to enter the number. If not, it is in an internal number range, system it automatically picks up based upon the sequence which is available. Hope you understood. So when you wanted to copy multiple company codes and multiple number ranges. So I think last time someone is asking if I have a multiple company codes, how can I do? If any rollouts projects when you are doing it, so there was a number range you can give from here to here, multiple number ranges. You can give multiple number ranges here. For example, I can show you. In the real time, we can do this. So here it will open the multiple if you are giving something. So you have to give the number range and the physical year, which year to which year you wanted to copy. Normally 0 to 999 I can give. And the source company code. For example, now I have copied from 250,000 to 2511. So if your source company code already exists, you know that you just give the source company code and give the uh, company code which is target company code. So how many company codes? For example, your rollout you are doing for 10 company codes. You wanted to copy the number range. You just give the from and to company codes. Just click on the execution button. It will automatically copy your number ranges. So this is the process. And even the if you wanted to copy the particular physical year also, you can do this. So currently what I did is, it is I have maintained for 999 physical year. It will be applicable for next going for the future physical years also. Okay. So as of now, we have done the global settings of related to the finance. So again, I am going back. Enterprise structure. So we have done the definition of financial accounting level as of now. Now I am going to do for definition for controlling. So now I'm going to define a controlling, maintain controlling area. What is exactly controlling area? Why we are going to use the controlling area? See, controlling area, what is the exactly standpoint? Sorry. Yeah, controlling area, which will be useful for uh, basically it's an organization object where you wanted to get your cost for business. For that point of view, you have to create the controlling area as an organizational structure and you have to make the relationship between company code and controlling area. So if you are spending some cost, the cost where has to become that is coming from a cost object where it is in a controlling level. That you can see here how we can do that. We have a different types of functionality. A cross company code basis also we have an internal and external viewpoint of view. Also, the cost accounting will be useful. The basically it's in a relevant to the cost accounting and it appears common controlling area level and it is available for all allocations like you have an SD, MM. These all are allocations where you can do this. For this, you can be creating some attributes and some um, related layouts should be created. This is it is created centralized. See, controlling area will be created on which level? Do you people have any idea? Hello, you people know or not knowing this? See, the controlling area will be created either a company code level or either central level. It's a one-time activity where you can utilize the controlling area and assign to the multiple company codes also when you are doing the big businesses. Okay, so for me, I don't have my CO area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create my CO area. So what is my CO area? I'm going to create 2511 only. and I'm going to give the name as 2511 CO area. And this is for cross company broadcast. And what is the currency type? Currently, I'm going to give 30, which is in a group currency. So why I'm giving group currency? When you are posting any of the currency, which is other than your company code currency, it will pick up the system. That's what I'm giving this. 30 is in a your currency, group currency. And what is our currency? Which is we have given USD. So after the USD, chart of account. What is our chart of account, guys? Speak up, guys. What is our chart of account we have created?
2511.
250.
Okay. Okay. Good. So I'm going to show you that where it is. Two five double one. Not there. So 2511 is your basically chart of account. What is your physical year has been assigned yesterday? K4 or K5?
K4.
K5.
Okay.
K5, yeah. It's March to
Okay.
April to March. Yeah.
So here there will be a functionality when compared to the ECC to S4HANA. If you have any object currencies, you know that in ACC we have three currencies. That is one is 10 and 30 and there will be 60. So these three are the currencies where you can utilize your group currency, company code currency, and as well as some source currencies. You can use it. These are the three currencies which is available only the ECC. We don't have more currencies to be utilized. When come to the S4 HANA, you have 10 currencies to be assigned to your company code and your controlling area. What is that? We have 10, 30, 60, and further currencies are it is hard currency and your source currency. Like that, you have 10 currencies also there. You can utilize those currencies for the purpose of your business expansion and you can utilize for the postings. So you just make it this one as an interview question. How many currencies are there in S4HANA and how many currencies are there in ECC? So you can say that it was standard currencies has been introduced by SAP, which is in S4HANA, 10 currencies, including of 3, which is there in ECC. Okay. For that purpose, you can see this a particular object, the screen object. You can see this. In ECC, you can't find this, the screen level. And when you have given this data, you can see that the different company code currency also it is picking up when you have selected the 30 group currency. I didn't select this one. It's automatically system will select this. Okay. This is your basic data where you wanted to do. You might be having one doubt. Do you got any doubt? When I'm creating a number range system, it didn't ask the year. Why? Can anyone answer? Guys, speak up.
It's not transportable. It's a maintaining in each and every system.
Okay. It's in a master data object or it is a cutover object which is not transportable. That's what system is saying that you have to create in the each and every system. That's what it is. It is not asking the system to save in the uh, transport request. So sometimes in the some other clients, they're asking to store the same into the even what we will call no, even it has to be stored in the TR also. That is a some other way around. You can store the data. Master data also you can store in the transport and you can move the other clients as well. That depends upon the client which is using, but that is not a safe and secured engineering because it should be done each and every system by copying or you can load through the legacy migration cockpit like LSMW or LTMS. Okay, you have a different tools. This is done, and coming to this, you have already created your basic data of your controlling here. I'm going back and same thing what I have to do. Assignment of controlling. Today is my network is slow. Please bear with me. It's okay. It's in all our warnings. Not any problem. So this is completed. So what I have to do after completion of this, what I have to do, please let me know. I have to assign this controlling area to
Company code.
company code. Guys, you know that how this screen is showing now. You can see here the normally in a ECC screen you have basic data and one more it will become activate components and assign company assignment of company code in the in the ECC. When compared to the S4, you'll get two, three, these two only in the initial screen. In the earlier stage, it was coming in a differently. So that was modified and all are included in the basic level of assignments. Okay. So here you have to go and create the new variant and 2511 and automatically system will give the assignment of do you want to assign this. So you have to assign all this. So I'm going to say. So if you are creating, see, the currency type that you added as an additional FA currency for company code 2511. So I'm just saving this. System will give you pop-up like this. Mm. It's okay. So just warning. You have created the CO area and assignment of the CO area to the company code is completed. That's okay. Someone is running this. Okay. What I have to do is whose power 45? Someone is opened the system. So screen master.
Lakshmi, this user is doing something, so that is the reason we are getting this.
It is not saving our data also,
Yeah,
Kudandapalli.
yeah.
So we have to inform this to the
Mm.
system because this is
Try to
coming
delete.
from office.
Try to delete this activity.
No, it is not recurring in SM12. I was tried it.
Okay.
45 no? User number. We just
Mm.
tried in the SM12. Nothing is that. Okay, fine. So anyway, our data was stored in the high level. Let me go back and check one more time. Our data was stored or not. Just going here. Yeah, it was there. Let's see once it is fixed that one, why it is not saving all other data, I can save it. But finally, this is the one where you wanted to see. So, okay, we have done the controlling area creation, and we have assigned the controlling area to company code. So this is done the combination of this, and you can activate the components also. So, but this components automatically activates in this for HANA. Earlier ECC screen, we have in a separate option here where it is another option called an activate components, but it automatically activate the components. It might be having in a doubt what is the components will be there. Normally in the CO, what is the components will be there? Do you people are having any idea? If not, I'll explain. So the components are cost center component should be active and order management. So if you are creating any internal orders, which is in a cost object, and order management also should be active and commitment management. So any commitment orders will be created based upon the CO only, controlling only. So that is also that is not active because we are not going to create the commitment management and activity based cost. See, in the controlling we have in a two types of accounting. One is in a cost based COPA and another one is in a account based COPA. So in S4 HANA mostly it is compatible to the account based COPA where you are getting all cost based COPA related attributes and environments, everything will be available in this system. If any implementation or support or either any brownfield or rollout projects which they are doing, which we are doing also, we will be using cost based account based COPA, which is then a better choice. So you can suggest to the customer also. If any interview questions will ask, so which type of COPA we can use for the best implementation of the project? You can say that account-based COPA. Why it is coming? That account-based COPA will be replacing with the cost-based COPA also. Whatever the cost-related cost sheets and overhead controlling data, everything will be comes under account-based COPA as well. And the tables also replacing with that. So some customer what they have to do, the minute functionalities in cost-based COPA also they need it. In such basis, what they have to do, they can activate both the cost-based COPA and as well as an account-based COPA. So maybe if I'm calling an a COPA is nothing but controlling and profitability analysis. So whatever you are posting, you are making some reports which is related to the profitability analysis, which is pending for the cost. So for the components which is active, based upon this system, automatically the cost-based COPA or account-based COPA, you have to give that. So here it is taking account-based COPA. And this is basically making a cost-based or account-based analysis. That is a separate screen. I'll show you tomorrow how it is activates that. And the projects. So which type of projects you are going to do also, it will be activate here. One is projects and another one is sales order and cost objects. So, and also, and the cost accounting, what are the calculations we'll be doing? Actuals and planned data, which is then called as a variance. So variance data will be calculated and company code related validations also will be done. So this is basically automatically components are activated here in S/4HANA 2022 version, but in the lower grade version, you have to go and give in that particular screen. That option is not coming here. No. Means that is obsoleted. So, guys, I wanted to ask you one question. What are the cost objects? Joshna, can you please give me the answer? Tell me the answer. What is the cost object? No idea. That is also you can respond.
No idea.
Okay. So I already explained that what is the cost objects in a finance and controlling. We have in a cost objects of different types. One is in a cost center, cost element, internal order, WBS element. These four are as our cost objects where it is generating your cost and where you are taking the cost from those master data. These all are the master data which I am explaining. Internal order is not a master data where you are creating it's a transactional one. But cost center, WBS element, and cost elements, these all are your master data. These all cost objects you will be using every day life. When you are working on SAP system platform, you'll be using this. Either you can use or other cross-module people also can use this. CO people will use and FI people will use, MM people will use, SD people will use, even plant maintenance people and PP, production and planning people, these all people will utilize all these cost objects. So without this cost object, you can't run the business because how you are capturing your cost, how you are taking your budget, that is taking from this cost object. In this one of the cost object, you will be taking the budget, like that is in a WBS element. And internal order, you are posting some orders through the sales order or it is a production orders based upon your business. It should be created internal orders. The cost element is created for these basis only. When you are doing the transaction for the particular GL, it will be assigned some cost elements. This is for only for particular document account groups. We'll be creating and we'll be assigning the cost elements that I'll show you in the while I'm creating the FS00 level GL master data when I'm creating. Okay. So we have created a definition of financial accounting of global settings now and controlling global settings. We have very few. You are maintaining the controlling area, and same thing assigned to the company code. So now we are going to enter into the main concept of GL. So the GL, we have, what is GL? Do you know, people? Don't say then general ledger.
This has to be mapped with revenue and the cost basis. Like wherever the expenses we are doing, we have mapped with the GL account. It is one of the book where we're keeping on the services,
Somewhat
materials
correct.
on based on that.
Yeah.
They capture the
Somewhat.
transaction data. This is already as a general ledger account.
Okay. So what exactly general ledger is? In first of all, general ledger, before you have to understand what is ledger. Ledger is nothing but a one book where you are keeping all your transactions and storing in the particular book. So in olden days, they'll be doing a bookkeeping, they'll call. So if any businesses they are running, olden days they don't have any systems. What they used to do, they'll maintain one ledger book. In that ledger book, they used to write how much miscellaneous expenses are spent, how much is your expenses spent for rent of that particular building for the business. If you are running some missionaries, how much rent for the missionary, how much lease for the missionary, that and all they'll be making it. And finally, end of the month and end of the year, what they'll do, they'll be doing some calculation of balance sheet. This will be done by manually. So this is called a ledger book where you are recording your transactions in the ledger. So general ledger is nothing but you are posting entries from GL to GL, GL to GL invoices, and where you are posting this one and a general way of methodology. It will be recorded this one. Mainly we can say that bookkeeping purpose. Same thing will be updated in S4HANA. So earlier days it is a ledger concept. Here it is a general ledger concept where you are recording your data. And general ledger is the where it is an initial step you have to do each and every configuration for that. Then only you can move on for the other modules. It's your general ledger is your key component where you have to do the each and every configuration. If you are missing something configuration in general ledger, you can't proceed with the other modules because this is the dependency. You are creating here on the GLs, you are creating on the respective localization related configurations here. Okay, coming to this, I'm going to show you that. So, and also you people are having doubt, ma'am, this you are saying that earlier it is a GL concept, earlier it is classic GL will be there, new GL, you are saying that in S4HANA. See, in the new GL, the new GL concept is nothing but in S4HANA, new GL is automatically active in the system. That I'll show you. So, the new GL functionality, which will be having three types. So, the new GL functionality will be having document splitting functionality where you can split your payments and receivables and zero balance splitting. So, we can say that we have a zero balance splitting, active splitting, and passive splitting. This utilization will be very precise in the S4HANA when compared to the ECC. So in ECC, if you are using the same functionality, you have to separately activate this new.jl functionality with the separate license. So that in S4HANA, they have introduced as a package of this and it is automatically active in the 2022 version. If you don't want to use the document splitting as a new GL concept, you can deactivate also in this system and you can continue with your business. And whenever require the document splitting, you can activate in the mid of the project as well. This functionality given in the version of 2020 onwards. Earlier in the versions, it is not there. But just be noted down this which versions are it is came the changes. So if anybody wanted to move from ECC to S4 HANA conversion with the document splitting, in such cases, what you have to do, you must and should activate in ECC the document splitting, which is new GL concept. It's an interview question. I'm saying that. So if anybody asking in an interview question, if I wanted to do the conversion, or either if I wanted to do the greenfield implementation of the system, and in the S4 HANA system, my new GL is already active. How can I migrate my data from ECC to S4 HANA? In such case, what you have to answer? First, I have to implement the new GL concept in ECC. Then I have to start migrating my data from ECC to S4 HANA, which is related to general ledger or respective ledgers. Got it, my point? This is a best interview question. Basically, you people note it down. From new GL to S4 HANA, when you are doing any movement of new projects, you have to do like that. Unless until system will not allow you to move the data of transactional data for the new GL concept. And the why only the document splitting, madam, for new GL concept? No, I can say that. So the new GL concept has been introduced based upon the localizations also. You have in ECC you have a ledger view only will be there. Okay, it is only the view of only one view. You can see that. But when compared to the ECC to S4 HANA, the new GL has been active. Because of that, it will be showing your entry, whichever the entry you have posted in the GL, for example. You can able to show an entry view and the initial view and the account view. These three views will be there. You can view that, and including of your accounting principles. What is accounting principle? Do you know what is the accounting principle? Hmm. No. Yes. You are not willing to answer. I can proceed. Tell me that. Yes or no?
I think so. Might be the principles and the policies where we need to follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not exactly. Okay, I'll tell you. Accounting principle, what it defines, no? Your localization principles. For example, if I'm using my own business which is started in US, what is the localization principles of US? It's an international standards. So IFRS. So based upon that, your tax and the localization related rates will be calculated. If anything you have purchased in US, it will be followed those localization cost. Localization cost is nothing but your tax rates. So, for example, in the GL and asset accounting and remaining all respective accounts like APAR, if any tax should be created, you are totally depending on your accounting principle and ledger group combinations. So, this is the use of accounting principle. So, in ECC, you have a single accounting principle you are assigning to your assets against the chart of depreciation. But here in S4 HANA, you have an option called multiple. You can do the multiple accounting principles and you can assign multiple accounting principle in the system. So now I'm going to show you that. So accounting principles, how to create the accounting principles. Go to the financial accounting. In the financial accounting, you have to go to the global settings. Then you have to go to the go to the ledger. Under ledger, you have to go to the parallel accounting. Under parallel accounting, you have to click on the define accounting principle. If you have any doubts, you can just know, you can open it. This is your reference information. What is the use of that? How to do that? How to create that? See, earlier in the ECC, we don't have a concept of ledger group. Now in S4 HANA, we have a concept of ledger group. In accounting principle, what it is done now, we have accounting principle that is assigning to the ledger earlier. Now it is creating the ledger group because of some custom functionalities is required for the customer business. For example, their line of business is maybe retail or either it is in any of the pharma industries. They might be having in a different physical years and different depreciation areas. In such cases, they have to create in a non-leading and leading ledgers basis account groups and ledger groups, and that is directly related to the accounting principle. For that purposes, it was introduced as for HANA ledger group concept. When you have created the ledger, it is automatically system creates ledger group. You don't want to go and create that. The same ledger group you have to be used for assignment of their customization purpose where they required. If that is not required, you should not use it. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. No. What is the main difference of leading ledger and non-leading ledger in this case?
Okay. So leading ledger
Generally,
where
what
it
ledger
is
we
in
are
a
using in S4HANA?
sorry,
Generally, what ledger we need to use in S4HANA?
you can use both the ledgers here. See, leading ledger is in a your 0L ledger where it is a standard ledger. You are posting all your actual postings and planned postings to the leading ledger. So the actual postings, if you wanted to display, there will be a separate tables. I already explained. There will be a table called universal general. That table will be storing all your leading ledger and non-leading ledger data. But non-leading ledger mainly useful for your cost components where you wanted to post your secondary cost elements, like where you are spending secondary cost. For that purpose, the secondary ledger will be useful. If it is not their secondary ledger, that's not a problem. But it should must and should be there your second primary ledger, which is standard ledger. You are saying that it is a primary ledger and secondary ledger. No, this is useful of that. And apart from that, we have another ledger called extension ledger. That is there in S4 HANA, which is not there in ECC. The extension ledger will be work as it's in a big database level where you have to store all your data which is related to CO and FI, which is actual and planning. And when compared to the Asidoka table, Asidoka related ledger, a standard ledger tables, you cannot modify once you have done the posting. In the extension ledger, you can go and modify based upon the your entries. Means it is you have to be record the entry, but it is not updated in extension ledger. That you have to update it. Normally, we can call it as extension ledger is the above ledger of your standard ledger. This is
Okay,
the
thank you.
yeah, and there will be a concept of parallel ledger concept, that is parallel accounting, where we can use for the parallel ledger concept for the asset accounting level where you have to post the parallel accounts. That I'll explain when the asset accounting configuration comes, because there is a big topic where you have to understand parallel accounting and how to use that. Okay, so currently I'm starting now in a general ledger concept. As of now, the minimal of your global settings are completed, and now I'm going to teach you the localizations, how to do this one, and accounting principles, how to create. And ledgers already you have predefinedly created 0L, and whatever the secondary ledgers, if you want it, you have to create here for the utilization purpose. Okay. Currently, which country we are creating the company code?
Yes.
ESG,
Sorry.
ESG.
Okay, I'm creating for US country. So US is comes under which localization? IFRS. Correct, no?
Okay.
Let's see if this entry is exist or not. One minute, friends. I have to put the charging.
Oh, this entry is already exist. I think. Yes, correct. Let me check loss availability number here. You can do this one. 2 is a numeric, another 2 is an alphabet. So you can use like that also your accounting principle. Or either 4 it is also you can use an numeric. Okay. So I'm going to create a new one here. For our identification purpose. Five LG. Local. 25. 25. IF in forest. Yeah. 25. Double. So now I have created the accounting principle. So now it is an alone. Accounting principle is alone. What I have to do now? So against to my accounting principle, I have to assign this accounting principle to my ledger group. For example, you have an accounting principle. I can go here down and I'll just click on the position. What is my accounting principle? 25 LG. Why it is not coming 25 LG? And you can find the all your target ledger group. For example, I'm going to give 0L. 0L. So this is my leading ledger. So now you are asking non-leading ledger. So for IFRS, I wanted to create a sublet ledger group. Na? So for example, 25 IF, I wanted to give my ledger, which is like my non-leading ledger for asset accounting purpose. So I normally take the standard ledger of non-leading ledger, which is IT, where I wanted to post my localizations asset related transactions. Or either I can create my own also ledger group. I can create here if I wanted. Presently I'm utilizing this IT or 2L also you have. So it is saved this. So now we made it and a relation between account group and accounting principle. Now, if you wanted to post something in the general ledger against to your accounting principle, it will post to your OL ledger. How it will post? Because
Your ledger group is in a direct relation with your ledger. So no need to assign that. I already explained. Okay. So when you are posting in a ledger, it will be account group and accounting principal. These three are combinations. It will be posted to the localizations. So that is the basically intention. The SAP was introduced ledger group concept. Okay. Fine. Today I'm winding up the call. So if anybody has having doubts, please ask me. See, we are running fast. Tell me if I'm running fast. I'll slow down the teaching and just remembering you people again. And if you have any doubts, because we have done the configuration class, this is third class. Today is third day. How much you have done the configuration your own? That I wanted to understand. How many has been started the config? I have seen in the group few people are sending an, documentation, writing their handwriting, and as well as they are making some documentation, creating their own company codes. Who has been started that and who are yet to be start? See, this is initial stage. You have to start. If you are thinking that I can 1 week classes later I can create, that will be not correct way. You have to do day by day the configuration, what I am teaching you, and thoroughly just be understand that. If you are not understanding, you can ask me the questions in the your local language also in the class. That's not a problem for me.